at the raise of the bride. I never will forget that. I said, Lord, I want to learn how to be obedient at the raise of the bride. I had enough whooping. I don't need to go back out there. I don't need to go to jail. I don't need to be homeless again. I don't need to do all of that to learn a lesson. Wouldn't it be nice to just be able to be warned or told and get it?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Why we gotta be whooped every time?
Yeah.
And I hear that all the time from people when they come in. I guess I needed to go out one more time. No, you don't.
Wow.
Y'all, you can learn without relapse. You ain't gotta be homeless to learn.
All right.
Bottom is when you accept where you are and become willing and compliant. That's bottom. I ain't gotta be homeless to hit bottom. That's a lie. I don't need no more hell.
Yeah.
And guess what? I ain't got 10 or 15 more years left. How old am I? 56, ain't I? I'll never know. You know, because I've been saying I was 35 since, I guess since I was 35. I told that lie, I'm like a woman. I told a lie about how old I am so long, I forget. So anyway, guess what? If she's right about how old I am, you add 15 to that, I'd be 70. It'd be kind of hard to come in here at 70 and get this.
Amen.
You know? Shoot. She be the director of her. And I ain't sure they be nice to me.
That's right.
So guess what? Why not get it at the raise of the bride? That makes sense to me here to close. We got to redo this room. It says they were spared the last 10 or 15 years of hell the rest of us had gone through. Since step one requires an admission that our lives have become unmanageable, how could people such as these take this step? It was obviously necessary to raise the bottom the rest of us had hit to the point where it would hit us. So that thing about bottom, y'all, that's not really true. That's something in the therapeutic community that people came up with. You gotta hit bottom. No, it's no such thing as that. It's no such thing as that. No such thing as that. It's just when you get tired, as they say, sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's your bottom. Because guess what? I had a partner of mine. This had to be, I don't know, 86 or something. And we sitting and we had been drinking and wine and smoking weed for years. And I never will forget, this joker spent $200 on crack and said, oh man, crack costs too much money. I ain't smoking crack no more. He ain't smoke crack no more. He stopped. You know, oh man, this costs too much money, man. I'm going to go back and smoke weed. Like, wow. What if I could have came to that logical conclusion that crack costs more money than marijuana? How much better would I have been? He quit. He didn't go back. Don't that make sense? He just was able to draw that conclusion, Fred, and just stop. And me and you done spent hundreds of thousands in money and pain and suffering. And he just said, I'm good. Just said, I'm good. Attitude. Change things. Motives. Check this, I want to read this. It said, while it's insistence that every AA must hit bottom first. It says the answer is that few people will sincerely try to practice AA program unless they have hit bottom. For practicing AA, remaining 11 steps mean the adoption, and that's what I want to talk about real briefly and I'm through. Adoption just simply means to take something that's not yours and treat it like it's yours, right? That's what adoption is in its simplest form. So lose your attitude and adopt somebody else's. Your thoughts, your mind, and your attitude and adopt somebody else.
That's right.
That's what I had to do. I just had to do what some other people were doing and forget what I thought, how I felt, what I believed, and just do what they said do. Because it was what I thought and how I felt and what I believed that got me in trouble.
That's right.
So I had to adopt somebody else's mindset.
That's right.
Yeah. And forget how crazy you think they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be a better model next year. All right? Look, people like, oh, I ain't gonna adopt your attitude because you throwed off. Be that as it may, I got 25 years clean. So my attitude in situation got to be better than yours.
That's right.
So if you don't want to adopt mine, adopt Miss Jackson.
Yeah.
She said she ain't smoke crack.
Yeah.
She said, what's said in her remains in her. Here, and all that stuff. But you know, but guess what? Yo, we just gotta, guess what? The people who I took their attitude, I judged them. But guess what? Once I tried it, I stopped using. We talked about that last week, so I won't go into it. But you gotta adopt the attitude that's not yours. Yeah. Any old person's stuff would be better than yours.
Yeah.
You know. Now, I was taught some things when I was little by this guy I always tell my wife, and she didn't think that some of them are the people that I listened to gave me the best advice, but you know, so maybe you need to be careful who some of your mentors are. Is that correct?
Yes, it's all of them.
Everyone then who hears these words of mine and does them will be like a wise man who builds his house on a rock. And the rain falls, and the flood came, and the wind blew and beat on the house. But it did not fall because it had been found on the rock. And so we got to make sure we build our house on the proper foundation. And we got some spiritual principles around here that work.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we are. That's bottom, y'all.